Hey friends, welcome back or welcome to our channel. It's been a while since we've posted stuff and we haven't really been consistent, and I'm going to try and do better, but we're also like 36 weeks pregnant and tired and doing all kinds of stuff. But I am getting excited because we are starting to plan for next homeschool year. So if you don't know, we homeschool year round. So we don't have a big long summer break. We can take more breaks throughout the year, months. We can kind of decide when we need a break, or just if something comes up for a day, like I don't feel guilty about missing it because we're gonna get the time in. So today I wanted to show you, I'm gonna break down and show you guys what our plans are for the next homeschool year. Oliver is finishing up kindergarten. He will be done in June, somewhere around there. We'll probably have way more than our required days by then, but we plan to start in July. And I'm a prepper, so like I have to have things ahead of time so I can see them, look at them, make sure I'm happy with them, which I'm really glad I did this year, because when I show you language arts, I made a really big switch. We won a full set from Abeka of curriculum, and I had got the first grade because we were already started in our kindergarten year. We got the first grade. I looked at it, I compared it to what we were doing, and it was going to be a lot of repeating. I didn't like how it was set up, so I ended up selling that on like a Facebook marketplace thing and bought what I wanted anyway. So I'm glad that I am one of those people that looks at things and kind of figures out what we need from there. Today I want to show you guys kind of the first part. So I break down my days in a couple different things. The videos will be broken down so they're not super crazy, obnoxious long. So today I want to show you my planner that I got for next year, and we're going to show you read alouds. I thought something to go along with a planner that doesn't take up too much time. I'll show you the read aloud books that we got to do together. Now, we will have, Oliver will be in first grade, and Garrett will be starting pre-K work, which blows my mind. And we're going to have a newborn. So we're going to hang in there and we're going to get through it. We're going to do it. But here we go. So let me just show you. So the planner that I had, I should have brought it upstairs. It's downstairs. The planner that I had got last year was the homeschool for the school year for kindergarten, was the homeschool planner from Plum Paper Planner. And I liked it because you could customize a lot of stuff, but it did not work the way that I wanted it to for us. Might work great for some people. I do work outside of the home too. I own a mental health counseling practice. My husband works, 5 days a week. I work 3 days a week, but they're long days. Well, one day's a half day. We homeschool in the morning, then I go in and I work till 9 p.m. The other days I'm usually there from 8 to 9. So we use the weekends as homeschool days. We don't do a Monday through Friday thing. And the way that the planner was set up, it was already scheduled in at the top with the dates and stuff. So it was not working the way I wanted it to. It doesn't look as neat as I wanted it to. And I'm not a super creative person to be able to make that work pretty. So I started looking around and I went back to an old friend, Erin Condren. I used her all through undergrad, grad school, most of my early adulthood. I've finally taken the step to using my online shared calendar, so Buck knows what's going on too, but so I don't really have one for myself anymore, but I did get their homeschool one for this year, and I really like it. It's not fully set up yet. We don't plan that far out because I'll just have to erase a bunch of stuff because stuff changes so often. The other thing, I reverse plan, so I'm not going to write in, even in the first week, I'm not going to write in do these lessons. What I do is as we complete a lesson, it goes in the planner so that I can keep track of what everything is. I do like to set goals for like what I want to accomplish in the month, but we don't go in a like, here's the plan for the week. Like, we just kind of write down as we go. So this is it. You can't really see it, but down here in the corner, it has our last name and the year, because then as I keep these, because for some reason I think, yeah, I'll put them in a bin, like I'm never going to open them ever again. Anyways, if I decide to keep it, we'll have like chronological year of what we did. I didn't do much to this one yet. I did do a couple things. Again, I'm not a creative person in regards to like making things look pretty and taking the time to do that. So I had gotten a book of stickers. I should have brought them back too, but I did not. We're in the nursery because it's the only quiet room in my house right now. The kids are eating lunch and watching Octonauts. So we are in the nursery because it's quiet. But so I got this pack of stickers from the Dollar General, and it was $4, and it went through every month of the year and had stickers. So you'll see some of those, but I didn't do a ton. So this is the cover. It's really thick, laminated. You can use it as a dry erase over here. I've never really done that, but you can take the cover off if you want to. That's just the cover page. There is a page that says our family and our mission statement values, and then our homeschool goals. Oh, I have hiccups. I like can't breathe from this baby. I'm a little stuffy, and now I have the hiccups, so we're a hot mess. But anyways, so what is happening? Okay, so that's the pages I just told you about. It's really thick paper, which is also really nice. Homeschool requirements. So this is going to depend on your state, but it kind of goes over how many days of instruction you need, or hours if you need hours, any specific testing, yearly teacher evaluation, yearly evaluator or evaluation by. So like you can write down when you had the eval, who did it, required records, due date to submit records. So that's all in the first box. Over here, we have info for our local school district, contact information. There's a blank box right here with some lines, and then approved curriculum. So just like a quick overview of your state requirements that you can fill in there. And then this one I did start working on. So there are 12 boxes that are blank. I wrote the months in them. And then I started filling out like what units or which curriculum we'll be using when. So we'll be starting in July, so that's when the planner starts. So I do have that we're going to be doing the gathered round dinosaur unit. Our history I wrote in here a while. We already know what everything's going to be. I just haven't gotten to fill everything out. I put together kind of my own plan for history. We're going to do kind of like an overview of the 50 states, learn about like our country figures and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see some of that. But so yeah, so it just has an overview here. I just plan to kind of write like what units we're doing when. Then you get 2 pages of just lined paper. And this is the same. Now we're on, this is the same for each month. So I'm not going to go through and show you every single month, but you get 2 pages of lined paper, and then you get kind of like a planning page here. So at the top it has a monthly focus, and it has really cute little quotes about kids at the top, like or teaching. It says it's not what's poured into a child, but what's planted that counts. And then we have our monthly focus. Then we have enrichment classes, field trips and outings, supplies and resources needed. So this is where I kind of put what, again, kind of repeat of what units we're doing, but I broke it down even further, a little bit of like what we'll need and things like that. So you can kind of see that there. That is in pencil. you'll see the pen on the other stuff. It's erasable pens. I don't use regular pens because I will end up erasing it or crossing it out. So I get the friction pens. They make the like felt tip ones now, which I really love. So if you are in the market for some erasable pens so that your planning is easier, I suggest. This is another just lined sheet. I wrote goals for July. I wrote our goals for science, history, math, language arts, Bible time, read alouds, and then our character traits. So I kind of like put an idea of what I'd like to get done. And if I don't meet it, it's okay. It can go on to the next month. These were all blank tabs. So they were not filled out. This is why I ended up getting this one. They were not filled out prior to me messing with them. So I just took a little sticker, wrote the month on it, and then stuck it on there. And then again, these were all blank. So like I used the monthly stickers. I don't have super nice handwriting, so the stickers worked great. And I just decorated the top and then filled in the calendar. And I did go through and do that for each month because I know what month is going to be what month. And then I did, so after your month view, it hops right into like your weekly view. So I did fill the first week out as far as how I think I'm going to set it up, but I'm not sure it's going to stay this way. I have language arts at the top, science, math, history, our like morning basket time, which is symposium time for us, and any electives or extracurriculars that we do. And then my plan, this is just in pen, so I haven't done it in pen yet. Around the top, I'm going to put the days that we plan to homeschool. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like yet. I'll see when I decide, like, make sure that the 3 days I'm at work stays the same after my maternity leave. So then I'll just fill out, again, as we are doing the day, what we completed in each of the subjects. But you have week views through the whole month. And then at the end, you have more lined paper. And then it hops straight into the next month. So all your months are the same. Like I said, we're not going through all of them. At the back of this one, this is their homeschool one. So there are some tracker pages. So it's under trackers. There are some curriculum resources. You can fill out the site, account, and password. There's 2 of those. There's a reading log with the date, book title, and author. I don't know if we'll get much use out of that with him not fully like reading on his own yet. And there are several of those pages. Come on, hands work, please. After the reading logs, we have an attendance tracker, well, several. So if you have multiple kids, this will work for multiple kids. But I'll probably break them down, yep, by month, like at the top, and then you just put your X's and stuff there. So, there's an expense tracker. I don't really keep track of that, but you might. So there's that one. There's 2 of those. And then there are these checklists that everyone loves, but I never get the hang of using them. But that's what those look like. There's a couple of those. Then at the very end, there is Homeschool Pals contact or other homeschool contacts. So maybe if you're in a co-op or something, you can fill those out. And then with Erin Condren, you always get a couple sticker pages, which they're really easy to write on, especially if you get those felt tip erasable markers. But there's a couple pages of stickers. If you're feeling decorative, I probably won't use most of these now that I have the months filled out. These are nice ones, though. They are blank, just like line ones, so you can like put appointments or whatever on them. And then after that, we have a pocket that's double-sided, and it is super thick. And then they put in this clear pocket or whatever. And then another, you can use the back cover as a dry erase as well. So that's the planner that we're going with for the year. Like I said, the next thing I'm going to show you, and these just came in the mail today, well, most of them, is our read alouds for the year. We might get into more than this, but this is going to give us a really good start. You know, with pre-K and first grade, we don't have a lot of, like, I'm not going to read a ton. I need to keep their attention. We had 2 of these. The rest of them I just bought off of Book Outlet, got for really good prices. Always keep your eye out. They always have sales going on. So if there isn't a sale going on, just wait a week, because I guarantee you there will be another one. But, so I'll just kind of show you quickly what books we're going to be reading. I haven't figured out when we're reading them. I just kind of picked some books. This one we already had. This is Peter Pan. So it's kind of like a illustrated version, but it's still the same. Like, I have a lot of classical books, and it is still set up, like, it reads the same as, like, just the black and white chapter book. So this has some pictures that I thought would be good for them the whole way through. So we all know Peter Pan. Another one, this is the other one that we had ahead of time. I'm pretty sure I picked up in, like, a little free library or somewhere. We have tons of books because I just pick them up all the time. But James and the Giant Peach, we plan to read this year. That's another pretty well-known one, so I'm not going to get too far into that. And then the rest are from Book Outlet, which they're all in perfect condition. They just have, like, a little dot or a line here, but they're super discounted. So this first one, The Eyes and the Impossible. So this one is, I have to remind myself, have you seen this dog running? You have not seen him running. Not possible. No one has seen him running because he runs like light. Have you ever seen movement of light? No, you have not seen movement of light. Jonas is a free dog, a fast dog, such a fast dog. He lives in an urban park by the sea, and every day he runs through the park, seeing all, missing nothing, and reporting what he sees in the park's 3 ancient bison, the keepers of the equilibrium. But equilibrium has been disrupted. Mysterious rectangles are hypnotizing. The humans are eradicating themselves, eradicating a mysterious new building, and an entirely new kind of animal has arrived in the park. There are hundreds of them. Jonas must see better, run faster, and ultimately do better than run and see. He must liberate those he loves. So that's going to be the first one. I heard really good things about that one. I don't know what order we're reading them in. That's just the first one that I got. The Wish Tree, I've heard good things about. I think it's a pretty well-known one. My close friends call me Red. You can too, but for a long time, people in the neighborhood have called me the Wish Tree. There's a reason for this. It goes back beyond when I wasn't much more than a tiny seed with higher aspirations. People come from all over town to adorn me with scraps of paper, tags, bits of fabric, and snippets of yarn, and the occasional gym sock. Each offering represents a dream, a desire, and a longing. Draped, tossed, tied with a bow, all hopes for something better. So there's that one. Every Bird a Prince. This one was a recommended one on another page. We have to stop them, Erin said. Not just for my mom, for everyone. And I forget what this one has a long thing on the back. So it's about these birds. Before the fear crept in and overwhelmed her. Then I'll do it, I'll fight. She looked down and saw her hand gripping the handlebars of her bike. So it's not a bird, there's people and birds. She didn't want to let it go. I went to fight them with my bike, but Erin grinned, I also want a sword. So I think this one has to do, yeah, I should have read this part instead. The only time Erin Evers ever feels like herself is when she's on her bike, racing through the deep woods, flying with, while so much of her life at home is and school is flying out of control. The muddy trails and sting of wind in her face are familiar comforts. I'm not going to read the rest. It's a lot in there, but this one looks really cute. And again, these were all like under $10 on Book Outlet. Like most of them, I think under $5, but like this retails for $17.99. So it is really a good place to go get some books. Next one is Beyond the Bright Sea. 12-year-old Crow has lived her entire life on a tiny isolated piece of starkly beautiful Elizabeth Islands in Massachusetts. Abandoned and set adrift on a small boat, she was just hours old. Crow's only opinions are Osh, a man who rescued and raised her, and Miss Maggie, their fierce, affectionate neighbor across the sandbar. Crow's always been curious about the world around her, but it isn't until a night of a mysterious fire appears across the water, an unspoken question of her own history forms in her heart. Soon an unstoppable chain of event is triggered, and that leads Crow down a path of discovery and danger. Bridge to Terabithia. It's a pretty popular one. Jess Aarons has been practicing all summer so he could be the fastest runner in 5th grade, and he almost is until a new girl in school, Leslie Burke, outpaces him. The two become fast friends and spend more days in the woods behind Leslie's house, where they invent in an enchanted land called Terabithia. One morning, Leslie goes to Terabithia without Jess, and tragedy occurs, and it will take the love of his life and the strength that Leslie has given him for Jess to be able to deal with his grief. So there's that one. Last two are Humphrey books with the We Did Sunlight curriculum this year for history, which I'm not a big fan of. Just sorry, but was not. But we did love the Humphrey books, so I did get Trouble According to Humphrey and Adventure According to Humphrey. So these two will be into the thing. But that is it. Those are our read alouds for so far. I'm going to kind of break them down, and we'll probably read like a chapter a day or 2 chapters a day, depending on how short they are. And like I said, I'm not worried about like what order necessarily. I'll probably set an order, but it's not like I'm super picky about that. But let me know if you've read any of those, if you like any of those, or if there's any that I should add to that, because we probably will get through them pretty quickly. Also, let me know if there's anything else you want me to dig into as far as this stuff goes. Like I said, I can show you the other planner and show you how it didn't really work out, but I just showed you the new one. Be on the watch out if you like curriculum stuff. I will be showing you what we are doing for all of our other subjects shortly. Hello, Garrett.
What are you doing?
A video.
What?
A video. So, I'll be showing you language arts, history, science, Bible time, all of that stuff. So, keep a lookout and follow us if you want to see those updates. And we will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day.